Hey y'all, it's Emily again, and I'm still at the conference, as you can see by my surroundings, but I kind of wanted to come and do another video to tell you some things that have kind of helped me. This is what I'm going to call support. So, doing the liquid diet, and from all my research with everything else, what you have got to find is a really good support group. My doctors, for my insurance purposes, I had to go to a counselor 3 times. She was an LPC. She actually had the same degree I had, so I kind of understood the process. It made it a little easier for me, actually, being able to talk to her. But I was able to kind of hash out some things. Now, we did not go into anything deep. I didn't figure out the reason I love to eat. I know the reason I love to eat. My family loves to eat. My friends love to eat. That's why we do it. I'm from the South, so that's kind of what you do. Like, what do you want to do tonight? Oh, let's just go eat. And so every type of social aspect of my life has been centered around that. And one thing I noticed at this conference is that we got done with the conference and the speakers and all of that, and then found that we came back to the hotel and was asked, hey, what do you want to do now? And, normally I would say, well, let's go eat somewhere really good. We can have a couple of drinks and relax and it'll be fun. Well, I can't go eat anything or drink anything. Now, hopefully, one day I'll be able to socialize a little more. But right now, I can't have anything. So, my whole life has been centered around food. Anyway, that's a whole nother therapy session. But hashing these things out over 90 days or a 4-month period, really, total, I've been able to figure out, like, hey, this is the reason I eat, and, I'm going to have to change that, or this is the reason that I've gained weight in the past, and I've kind of wrapped my brain around it. So if you're going into this process and you're trying to figure out, what are some pitfalls you're going to experience, and you're going in and you're able to pay for it up front and have your surgery in 2 weeks or something like that, you may not be able to process this stuff. And I would say get some support, whether that's a counselor, friends, family, anybody. Now, a lot of people have chosen not to tell anybody that they're having the surgery other than their close family members. I obviously am doing videos. I don't have any shame in what I'm doing. Not that the people who aren't telling people have shame. They've just decided not to because, some people are a lot more private than I am. And that's completely awesome. I do kind of wish that I hadn't told anybody. And, I don't work in the summers at my job. So I come back and I'm down some pounds and they're like, "Ooh, what have you done?" "Oh, just been running." I've always wanted to be a runner and I've never been able to because it hurt my knees, or I got out of breath too fast, or really just gave up. So I'm rambling, but if you don't tell people, that's fine. I have. And so with telling people, I have found that I have support all around, and it's really been amazing. I talked with a counselor, and that was wonderful. So I suggest you do that if you haven't. But if you don't want to speak with a counselor or a nutritionist or anything, talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to your coworkers. I spend more time with my coworkers than I do my immediate family some weeks because we're so busy doing things at work and conferences and things like that. So, when I decided to do this surgery, the first thing I did was talk to my family and say, this is something that I have been thinking about, I've done research on, this is what I'd really like to do. And I was lucky that some members of my family, extended family, had this surgery, and they supported me 150%. Then I told my friends, and I kind of I have a really I have a great group of friends, and they support me, and we support each other no matter what. We've all been through a lot of hard times together, so it makes it really easy. But, I send an email out to everybody because we don't get to see each other like we want to. But I sent an email out to everybody and said, hey, I'm having this surgery. This is what I have to do before. If you want to see a video, I'm going to send you a link. This is what they're going to do. This is the reason I'm doing it. And I had friends who had questions. But they also said, hey, we support you 150%. Whatever you need from us, let us know. And then the most surprising support I've gotten is from coworkers. They are behind me 150%. People in my office, people across campus. There are several people on our campus. I work at a community college, and there are several people on our campus who have had this surgery because of the insurance benefits that we get. So they've called and said, if you need something, let me know. My immediate coworkers who I work in the same office with, they've said, hey, what can I do to help you? And then at this conference, everybody was willing not to eat anything because I wasn't. Of course, I didn't want that. I wanted them to eat. But I have people who have texted me and asked me, how's your week been on the liquid diet? My sister-in-law just texted, and my friends have been texting me. And so I'm surrounded by people who support me. I don't think that I could do this if I didn't have it. So if you don't have support, some type of support, reach out. If it's to me, send me an email, or if it's to your coworkers, or finding a therapist or a LPC, a licensed professional counselor, do that, because this is a tough process. It's not easy, and I have to give kudos to everybody that has been around me. They've kind of supported me in this little bubble, and it holds me accountable as well. I don't want to cheat on my liquid diet. Number one, it's unhealthy, and I want my surgery to go well. I want my liver to be shrunk or smaller. If that shrunken liver, smaller liver, I'm not sure which one you would say, but I want it to be smaller, and I want to have a successful surgery that's laparoscopic, and they don't have to cut me from here down. So that's the reason I want to do that. But I also am being held accountable by these people who see me, and so if I ate a candy bar, they're gonna see me. Or if I did it in the privacy of my hotel room, I feel like they're going to know. So I feel like I'm held accountable for that, and that's a really big thing. Even when you're not having weight loss surgery, when you are just having weight issues, when you're losing weight, it's always easier to do it with a friend. And I have a very close friend who is thinking about having this surgery and kind of wants to do something around the same time that I'm doing it. And I'm super excited for them, because they're going to be able to see what I'm doing, what's working for me. I'm going to be able to look at them and see what's working out for them. And I think it's a really positive thing. Now, I'm not saying you need to recruit some friends and get everybody on board to have the surgery with you, but get a little support group around you. There's some great online forums, obesity help. I'm trying to think of some other ones. The World According to Eggface is a really great website and tool that I found. There's great recipes on there. She tells you her story. She's been doing this for a while. Now, she had gastric bypass surgery, not gastric sleeve. But the same thing. You're trying to eat soft foods at first, and they do that. Gastric Sleeve for Me, the number 4.blogspot.com, was a really great tool for me. And I hope that you can find that. Her name is Jo. She doesn't check in all the time now. She's 15, I think, months out. But, man, I feel like I know her, and I feel like I formed a connection. And I hope she doesn't mind that I mentioned her on this. But I formed a connection just watching her videos, and that's kind of what inspired me to do this. I was able to look at her and say, hey, she did it. She did great. She looks great. Her life's going great. When you make a positive change for yourself, everything else is going to change as well. It's going to follow suit. And so I'm hoping that that's what happens with me. But anyway, I hope this has helped you. I hope that you can move forward, find a group of support, friends, family, coworkers, online support. Find some type of support and use it, because you're going to need it. It's not easy, but I wish you best, and I will see you soon.